Hi guys, quick questions before we start. Are you real? Am I real? Is this shirt real? Or am I just talking to myself in an empty room? Seriously though, today we are asking a question that keeps physicists up at night and usually requires an existential crisis to process. Do we actually exist? Because if you look closely at physics, the universe is basically gaslighting us. Let's start with stuff you can touch. Looks solid, right? Wrong. Atoms are over 99.9999999% empty space. If an atom's nucleus were the size of a marble sitting on the midfield line of a soccer stadium, the electrons would be tiny specks buzzing around the top row of the nosebleed seats. Everything in between, absolutely nothing. And when you touch something, you're not actually touching it. Your electrons and the table's electrons just hate each other and push apart. You've never touched anything in your life. You're just hovering over your chair right now on a cushion of electric hatred. So you say, okay, fine, but what about those tiny particles? They are real. Well, quantum field theory walked in and ruined that too. Physics found that if you zoom in past particles, there are no tiny hard balls. There are only invisible universe wide fields. An electron isn't a thing, it's just a tiny ripple in an electron field. You aren't a solid person, you're just a bunch of invisible ripples vibrating at the same time. You're basically a localized musical chord that learned how to pay taxes. It gets worse. In 2022, scientists won the Nobel Prize for proving that local realism is false. In plain English, realism means things exist with set properties even when you aren't looking at them. Locality means things can only affect what's right next to them. Physics proved both are wrong. Particles don't even pick a set reality until something measures them. The universe is basically running on low graphics settings. It doesn't render the room behind you until you turn around to look at it. Famed physicist John Wheeler came up with a concept called it from bit. He argued that every particle, force, and star comes from bits of information. Yes, no answers, quantum choices. And if data isn't weird enough, let's talk about the holographic principle. Theoretical physics suggests that all the 3D stuff happening in our universe might actually just be a projection, like a hologram encoded on a flat 2D surface. Think of your eyes like a computer screen. The trash can icon on your desktop isn't actually a blue plastic bin inside your laptop. It's a simple icon, so you don't have to look at millions of lines of raw code. Space and time are just our brain's desktop icons. You aren't seeing reality. You're looking at a user friendly interface so you don't go insane staring at raw quantum code. So, do we exist? Well, your 99% empty space made of vibrations and rendered until observed, made of pure data, possibly a 2D hologram, looking through a fake brain interface. So, no. But on the bright side, if you fail a test or ruin a dinner date this week, for example, just remember it didn't actually happen. And neither did you. If you enjoyed this existential crisis, hit the like button or don't, since neither of us are real anyway. See ya.